Welcome back to a new video. As you can see, I'm in a new location. I've just moved to Oslo, put off my computer, new desk, and just wanted to make a quick little update video once again. I hope the sound is okay. Forgot my microphone home, so we'll be using this one instead. First of all, we're going through some tweets I've made. BTC showing a potential entry here on the daily time frame needs 1 or 2 days more of sideways action to form the perfect ICI. I do not trade the daily and believe it will have a bigger stage 1 sideways action before starting a new leg, but willing to take risk here. So you could see the prior MBs and accumulation MB. Fractal MB1, MB2, and then we are currently in fractal MB3. We have just come over the EMAs, and if we could form an ICI or a stop right there, it's a clean entry for me to take. And we'll be taking this one on the MentFunding challenge. We'll also be looking at the lower time frames to see if I can get a fractal entry, preferably on like the 30-minute or the 1 hour, because if we then get in a trade, the RR will be much bigger than here on the daily. Okay, that's the first tweet. The second, SBET looks beautiful here. We'll look to take a big entry on the next pullback. We'll soon be DCAing smaller positions. ETH will continue to outperform BTC like it will have been doing for the fresh leg. So here, what I was looking for, because I knew there would be coming a pullback. I've talked about this in one of the 2 new earliest videos. Because ETH have made a big move and needs to pull back, and SBET follows ETH. The thing I was going to say and was looking for is that SBET doesn't fall off the EMAs on the weekly, and this shows support that it's sloping them, and as I wrote, will soon be DCAing smaller positions. This one I think will be a big winner, and if it could come over the 200 EMA and really trend up, it could be very powerful and you can make a lot of money. Not financial advice, of course. Last tweet I made today was a trade earlier on BTC, but did not take it because price was under the 200 EMA on the 3 hour. This is an example of times when you can start to question your system. It tests your mental. And what I mean about this is because you could see on my entry time around the 5-minute, perfect accumulation MB, MB1, this is the validation. I wrote this on the validation. And on my entry, you could see the perfect flush, sloping, and the ICI being made. Nothing wrong with this trade on the entry and validation, but on my 3 hour, we can jump over to the 3 hour on BTC. You see the price being under this red line, which is the 200 EMA, and therefore the trade is not valid. Because in my backtest I've shown earlier on this channel with over 500 trades, time has shown that if I trade under the 200 EMA on one of my time frames, the trade most likely will fail. And over the trade more often goes right. This right here is an exception, and I can't let that affect my mental because I have data proving otherwise. Great. I've earlier made some tweets about BONK, and here you could see my analysis when price were up here. Needs bit of pullback. Stage 1 looks very strong, and you can see here the same as SBET, it starts to slope or float an EMAs showing strength, and when the new market begins to go upwards, it's following Sol, and Sol is following BTC. I do not see Sol having much more of downside, Therefore, I think BONK, like Soul, doesn't have much of a downside left, and I'm being very bullish on this. So to summarize what I've been talking about today, no new trades on my MentFunding challenge, a lot of new information about the markets. You could see BTC starting to reverse. I'm looking to accumulate SBET. And when these markets start to move upwards, new trend starts to come, I will be taking trades. So then there will probably be a lot more tweets and videos. Hope the sound was okay. And I will see you guys on my next update.